Over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through how you can improve your capital raising system just a few degrees so you don't let another $100,000 investor fall through the cracks. Let's get into it. What's silently killing your raise that you probably don't even realize isn't the market. It's not interest rates. It's not even the investors ghosting you. It's your lack of a system. Every time you open a spreadsheet to track investor conversations, every time you circle back to a lead 2 weeks too late, every time someone says, keep me posted, and then disappears into the abyss of your inbox, that's capital bleeding out of your business. I'm talking 6-figure checks gone because you don't have a process. Today, I'm going to walk you through some systems we've put into place to fix that. I'm Dallin, capital raiser turned systems nerd, co-founder of Capitallyst Pro, a CRM built by capital raisers for capital raisers. I've been where you are. We raised our first million in a few weeks and then nothing. Crickets. Not because the money wasn't there, but because our follow-up was trash. We were using 5 different tools duct taped together with Zapier and prayer. And that's when I realized raising capital isn't only about relationships. It's about repeatability. And if you're trying to scale without a system, it's like building a solid foundation on sand alone. In this video, I'm going to break down why not having a system is the silent killer of your raise and share with you 3 things you can do instead. Number 1, stop treating capital raising like a game of memory. When I broke both elbows in 2020, I couldn't even bring a cup of water to my mouth for a drink. I couldn't type or send emails. That's when I realized something. If your capital raise depends on your memory, your hustle, or your thumbs, you're one injury away from being out of business. Now imagine if I had a system already in place that not only nurtured my leads, but also tracked their activity while automatically determining who was more engaged. Once I became functional again, I could have just picked up where the system left off. Let me be blunt, your brain is not a CRM. Investor data scattered across text threads, emails, Calendly links, DMs. It's like trying to run a restaurant with your fridge in another building. You can't scale chaos. Build a system and let it track most of that for you. The real game changer is having something in place to ensure you're staying top of mind and tracking engagement with people in your network on autopilot. It enables you to free up brain space, not having to remember specific details or even when to follow up. Or even better, God forbid you break both elbows like I did and you're put out of commission for a few weeks. At least your capital machine is still running 24/7. Imagine if Amazon had to manually remember who ordered socks last Tuesday. Sounds completely insane and stupid, right? So why is it that many capital raisers operate that way? I like to think it's just because they didn't know there was a better way. And I'm here to change that. Capital raising is not a game of memory and your brain is not a CRM. Number 2, follow-up is not the same thing as stalking, nor is it annoying when it's done strategically. Most capital raisers hesitate to automate the follow-up because they're scared of sounding robotic. I want to be personal, not spammy. Great, then systematize your personalization. We teach our clients to build automated workflows that feel like one-on-one conversations. Now, to be clear, there's a time and place for general value-based emails. But as leads move through your capital flow funnel, you have to start personalizing them, meeting them where they're at, and guiding them to the most logical next step. You start sharing with them content that matches their journey. Let me provide you with a real-life example. I attended a small business meetup here in Arizona. I had an opportunity to take 10 minutes and share with the group how the power of networking has really helped me scale and grow my business. I used to hate networking, and the thought of it just made me anxious. Now, I've since worked that muscle, and I've actually come to really enjoy it. And now I 100% believe that if people truly, and I mean truly understood that it's not so much what you know, but who you know, I'm confident they'd be looking at networking through a completely different lens. So after sharing my thoughts and experience around the power of networking, a gentleman came up, expressed interest in getting more involved in the types of investments we do. So through discovery, we realized that a mutual friend was already working with my team. Once he realized that, how quick do you think his trust and confidence level in us skyrocketed? Full disclosure, he invested $350,000 with us. Let's have some fun with this. Knowing what you know about the situation, from the time we met until he wired the $350,000, how long do you think it took him to make that decision? I'll give you 3 choices. A, less than 30 days. B, 1 to 3 months. Or C, 3 to 6 months. Again, from the time we met until he wired $350,000, how long do you think it took him to make that decision? A, less than 30 days, B, 1 to 3 months, or C, 3 to 6 months. It took him less than 30 days. After we connected at that networking event, we set an appointment to meet at our office the following week, and then about a week after that, he wired the $350,000. Okay, that's cool, Dallin, but I thought you were talking about an automated system to follow up. Here's what I want you to take away from that experience. Because we had an automated system and we knew exactly what the next step was for each person at each stage of our capital flow funnel, I knew exactly where to plug this potential investor in. Because of the in-person meeting and the mutual friend we both knew, he was able to bypass all the automations we had in place that were designed to help get people to the point where he and I conveniently just happened to connect. Here's the thing, if he wasn't at that stage in our capital flow funnel, it wouldn't have mattered, because I still knew exactly where to insert him and what the logical next step was and how to follow up. Just to clear the air, I don't believe raising capital can be 100% automated. Build your system, automate where appropriate, and maintain a level of personalized follow-up through every step of the pipeline. Here's a reality check for those without a system who are not following up appropriately. You don't look respectful, you look disorganized. And these people that are considering to invest $100,000 or more with you are already passing judgment, and they're assessing if they're confident that you'll be a good steward of their capital. Stop leaving it up to chance. In another video, we'll address our 3-step follow-up framework that's designed to help you keep top of mind, build trust, and move people forward organically. You can't do that manually at scale. So keep an eye out for that video, we'll be dropping it soon. Number 3, your reputation and ability to close is directly tied to your systems. Even if you're the best closer in the world, if your investor onboarding is clunky, your emails feel random, and your pipeline's a mess, people notice. Each aspect of your business needs to have its own systems and processes. Coming from the medical field, I'd like to share with you the best way I can help you visualize the difference between a system and a process and how they work together. Think of your entire body as a system. In order for your body to function, it properly requires many different organs and parts working synergistically together. Think of these as the processes. For example, your lungs are required to oxygenate your blood, your heart to pump it through your body and feed your muscles, your brain to tell your body what to do. And some of these happen on autopilot, such as breathing, but others you command, like when you decided to click on this video. Thank you, by the way. But each organ and part within your body is a process. It has a specific purpose, and when all these processes seamlessly work together, you have a strong, healthy, functional body, aka a system. It's your job to determine what processes and should be automated and which ones require more manual effort. Fortunately for you, that's exactly what Capitallyst Pro is designed to help people do. Investors aren't just betting on your deal, they're betting on you. When your systems are smooth, you look like a pro. When they're not, your business looks like a side hustle. I'll let you decide which perceived perspective will raise more capital at the end of the day. Now let's bring this all home. I want you to imagine for a moment what it would feel like. Logging into your CRM, seeing exactly who's engaged, who may require manual follow-up, or who's ready to wire. What could that do for your scalability, your next raise, your peace of mind? No guessing, no scrambling. Just focused, high-leverage conversations with the right people at the right time. This is how pros operate. Not on memory, not on hustle, on systems. If you want to raise $10 million or more, this isn't just a good suggestion. This is the foundation. If any of this resonated with you and you're curious to see some of the systems we've already designed for people looking to raise more capital, watch the demo of Capitallyst Pro to see how we're helping others stop bleeding leads and start closing checks on autopilot. Alternatively, you could take the Conversion Compass quiz to determine what part of your capital funnel has the biggest holes, so at the very least, you can gain some clarity on where to start patching. Both links are down in the description below. Look, my desire for you is to improve your system even if by a few degrees, so you can decrease your chances of letting your next $100,000 investor fall through the cracks. If there is something in this video that sparked an idea or provided you with clarity, then I feel accomplished. We'll catch you on the next video.